these are alfalfa sprouts. These are finished red clover. I take a canning jar about this size. This is the one. And I measure in 2 cups. I mean 2 cups. Oh, that's a lot of sprouts. 2 tablespoons approximately of sprouts in here. And then I cover them, just barely cover them with water. Here they are. Okay, then I've got my screen, and I let that sit 2 to 4 hours just to get those casings started opening and splitting and ready for the little tails to come out. And then I have a screen like this, a ring, regular ring, and I have a stainless steel screen that I got at the health food store, but you can use that plastic canvas and cut out your own circles. After it soaks, I have the screen on, I drain it out, kind of move it around here, and then put it on an angle somewhere so there's some kind of airflow. Okay, then it takes about 4 or 5 days. I mean, you'll see the tails come out and that, and then when they're about, oh boy, for me about an inch, maybe less, longer, I like to take them out and green them up, and that's what I did here. I took them out, I spread them in this this basket. You can see the little roots starting to come down here, and then I make sure I rinse them 2 times a day, same as this, rinsing 2 times a day, draining. It's the husks and the that are going to going to make it spoil, because those are dead, but the rest of it's alive. And as you can see, you've got a nice little green crop here, and these guys are still living. I mean, and so they get to this point, and look how long they are. Now, sometimes I'll let them, they've still got little husks on them, let them spread out a bit. Then I'll take them out, and I will put them in a bowl with water, and I'll swish them around, gently swish them around, and get as many husks out as possible. Then I'll strain them, and I have a little spinner, but you can get them dry whatever way you can get them. And then you just store them in the refrigerator, and they won't last long because you're going to want to eat them up. Put them away, eat them up, here I have. Oh, we're all set up here for eating our chicken.
Here come the food for the chickens.
This is winter, so they don't have a whole lot of greens. I mean, we'll give them salad greens and things like that. But this is fresh, live greens.
Sing it, baby.
You lean that lawn more, John. It feels so neat. I could just sit here all day playing with the hair. But anyway, these are oat.
I don't
These
know.
are what they call clean
Oats.
oats. And we've sprouted them. Okay, so they look like this when they're dry. We get them from the feed store. Got it?
Got it? They're saying, let me out, let me out, let me out.
Okay, anyway. So they look like this. Clean washed oats. They still got their little husky things on. And then we take and dump a bunch in a jar, like canning jar like this. And we have the screen on top and the ring. We start out by filling it up with water, letting them soak about a day. And then we drain it off and rinse it. And each day we will drain it off, and pretty soon you start seeing these little tails coming out. Then we take them out of that, and we either put them in a colander.
Yeah.
A little, that would work in here too, because they're kind of big.
Put them in a colander, yeah.
Or John just put them in his bowl, and you can see how the roots are all doing all this.
Yeah, I can
here.
see.
And then he rinses them, and then they get green. And so then we put them out, and the chickens eat them like they're eating grass. And they're getting their
like
live
that.
greens into their little
Don't want to make it
systems
too
to
long,
make
get stuck in their little gullets.
an egg. An egg comes from this.
Made an
Okay.
egg.